Hey everyone, whether you're an aspiring homeowner, a current homeowner, or a landlord, this video could save you thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into something most people overlook until it's too late: your home or rental insurance policy. Let's make sure you're covered before disaster strikes. Imagine a fire, a flood, or a major storm hits your property. You think you're covered, but your insurance payout falls short. Why? Because your dwelling limit coverage doesn't match your home's actual value. Here's how to check if your dwelling coverage is sufficient. First, go to your county's property records website. Look up your parcel record. You'll see a value labeled residential value. This is what it would cost to rebuild your home. Important, don't use the appraised value. That includes land value, which insurance doesn't cover. If your dwelling limit is lower than the residential value, your policy may not cover the full cost of rebuilding. That gap could mean tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your pocket. So how does this gap in coverage happen to begin with? Well, unfortunately, it can be self-induced without understanding the consequences. I myself have fallen victim to this same situation. You buy a house and then get that initial quote from your insurance provider and you see a huge premium amount. So you go and tell your provider, wait a second, what can we do to reduce this amount? Oh, the biggest contributor to the balance is the dwelling cost, you say. Okay, well, what coverage is needed to reduce my insurance premium to X dollars? Okay, go ahead and do it. And there it is, folks. You think you're saving money, but in reality, you're gambling with a potential financial disaster. So don't do this. Let's break down the rest of your policy so you know exactly what you're paying for. The all other peril deductible. This is what you pay out of pocket for most types of damage before the insurance kicks in. The wind and hail deductible. It's a separate deductible for storm-related damages. Other structures. Covers things like detached garages, sheds, and fences. Personal property covers belongings inside the home, such as furniture, electronics, clothing, etc. Additional living expense or fair rental value. This pays for temporary housing or lost rental income if your home becomes uninhabitable. Water damage covers damage from burst pipes or appliance leaks, but not floods. Mold and remediation property covers expenses related to mold cleanup and repairs. Premises liability protects you if someone gets injured on your property. Medical payments pays for minor injuries to guests regardless of fault here. Mold and remediation liability. This is different than the other one. This one covers legal costs if mold causes harm to others. Property manager premises liability. This really just applies if you hire a property manager. But in my case, I'm my own property manager, so not worried about this one. Vandalism or malicious mischief deductible. This, like all the other deductibles, is what you pay if your property is intentionally damaged by someone else prior to insurance kicking in. And lastly, fire department service charge. Covers fees charged by fire departments for emergency response. Here is what I recommend you do. First, pull your parcel record and find the residential value of your home or your rental properties. Second, compare it to your dwelling limit coverage. Third, call your insurance provider if you see that there is a gap, because you could either be not covered fully and paying less than what you should, or you could be overpaying by having a dwelling amount that is just unreasonable for your property. This is less common though. 4, review all other coverages and deductibles in your policy. And 5, adjust your policy to match your needs. So don't wait until disaster strikes. Review that policy today and protect your home or investment. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps out my channel to spread out the word and get more visibility. And also consider sharing this video with someone that needs to hear it. And subscribe for more home ownership tips, how to DIY do-it-yourself repairs, maintenance, or renovation projects, as well as on topics around finance. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching. And as always, till next time.